Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Daniel, also known as I Am Skills, and welcome back to another video on the channel. It's been a long time since my last upload, and I have no excuses, so I'm not even going to talk about that. But in today's video, I'm bringing you guys another build video. Today, we're going to be taking a look, or I should say, we're going to be revisiting a build that I made on the channel. It is the infamous Solar Warlock Spam Grenades build. If you don't know this build, or you haven't seen it, you've been living under a rock, this is essentially the Sun Bracers build where you could snap your fingers and spam a whole bunch of grenades and just overall slay out and dominate the scene. I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm personally using this build specifically for. I use this for the Legend Onslaught. It is the brand new Horde mode activity in Destiny 2 that everyone is currently doing right now to grind some of these weapons that we've seen in the past, but they have been remastered and brought back into the game. And with the final shape launching, I believe in June, these weapons will be able to be craftable, or I should not craftable, they should be able to be enhanceable. We could get them and put enhanced perks on them and make them essentially part of your loadout. So without any further ado, we're gonna hop straight into the build video. If you guys do end up enjoying, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you don't want to watch along with the video, please be sure to check out the dim links down below in the description, where you can automatically apply this build to your loadout and test it out for yourself in game, and let me know your feedback down below in the comment section below. But for those of you that are going to be watching, do appreciate it, and let's hop right into it. First thing we're going to do is take a look at the subclass tree in itself. We're using Dawnblade, Well of Radiance, absolutely a must-have for a super. It's very, very good for yourself and the team. Helps do increased damage and keeps everyone alive. For our abilities, we're going to be using Phoenix Dive. As you guys can see right here, when you're in the air, if you hold B, you'll dive down to the ground instantly, and it cures you and your teammates nearby. And if you do have heat rises on, it provides you, I believe, restoration ×2 for like 2 seconds, and it scorches targets as well to help with those ignitions. I'm also using a burst glide movement ability, best glide on the Warlock specifically, and we're using the incinerator snap because it causes scorches as soon as we snap. Boom, it's perfect for the build. And then the must-have is the solar grenade. This build only works specifically for solar grenades. It doesn't work for any of these ones right here, so make sure you're using this. And we have heat rises for our solar aspect. When we're in the air, we could shoot, because normally if you're in the air and you try to shoot, you'll fall down to the ground instantly. But with heat rises on Warlock specifically, you could shoot while slowly gliding down in the air. And if you hold and consume your grenade, you could be in the air for a long period of time. And while you're doing that in the air, it extends, or you're getting kills in the air, I should say, it extends the duration of heat rises, and it provides you with melee energy, so you could continue to use the incinerator snap and spam these solar grenades as well. And then right here, we're using Touch of Flame because it is the best solar aspect for Warlock. Essentially, it enhances every single one of your grenades: healing, solar, firebolt, fusion grenades. And since we're using solar grenades, it gives us a longer duration, and it also adds a little effect on it where it shoots out these like tiny lava things around enemies, and also those scorches targets as well. So be sure to use this. For our first fragment right here, we're using the Ember of Resolve. Solar grenades will cure us and provide us some health. Make sure you're using this. This is just extra healing, and you're definitely going to need this since you're going to be spamming a lot of grenades. Our second fragment, we're using the Ember of Searing, where defeating scorched targets grants us melee energy and creates a fire sprite. Since our solar grenades is going to scorch targets a lot, especially if we're throwing a ton of them, this is pretty much going to give us a ton of melee energy back so that we can continue to combo with the incinerator snap, and it's going to give us fire sprite. And when you pick up a fire sprite, it provides you grenade energy. And then right here, we have Ember of Ashes to apply more scorch stacks, just to help out so that we could get this one a little bit more and help our solar grenades right here to get more scorch stacks on enemies. And for our last one, we're using the Ember of Mercy, where we pick up a fire sprite, we gain restoration ×1, I believe. We're going to be creating tons of those, so this will pretty much be up all the time, and you'll be able to heal yourself a lot with just restoration as well as cure, as well as Phoenix Dive. So without being said and done, we're going to move on to the artifact mod. So let's get right into that. So over here, we're on this screen. I'm going to go slowly one by one on each and every single one of the artifact mods, so be sure to follow along with me. If you want to read them, feel free to pause. So With that out of the way, now we move on to the armor mods. On my helmet right here, as you can see, I have on a recov mod. I am using 100 rezeal, I believe 75 recov, and then 100 discipline. I have on double ashes to asset. Since we're going to be getting tons of kills with our grenade, we're going to get a ton of super energy so that we could pop our well of radiance quite a lot. And then here is the bread and butter for this build specifically, the sun bracers Warlock exotic. As you can see with the description, solar grenades burn longer and melee kills restore them. Pretty much if you get a melee kill, you'll pretty much get infinite grenades for like the next 5 seconds. As long as you keep getting melee kills, that will keep on proccing. Make sure that you do get the melee kills. Like, don't use your melee on like a tanky enemy. Use it on like a thrall, or maybe lower the enemy's health a little bit more and then use it so that you could get the grenade spam. Otherwise, it will just be a waste and you won't really be able to utilize this build to its full potential. I have on a discipline mod here. I'm using momentum transfer, firepower for some more orbs of power, and then bolstering detonation for more class ability energy for that phoenix dive. On my chest armor right here, I have on a recov mod. I'm using harmonic resistance, charged up, as well as arc resistance, so we can reduce damage on enemies, or that we take from enemies, and then charged up just for having armor charges in case we mess up our combo. We could pretty much continue it back pretty quick. For our boots, I have on a recov mod, solar weapon surge for my solar hand cannon. I'm using the sunshot. Then I have on insulation and invigoration. You can see on the description on what both of these does. Helps with just getting our abilities back a little bit quicker. Then moving on to the Warlock bond. This is a artifice armor. If you don't know where to get artifice armor, it comes from the master dungeons, or it comes from, I believe, comp gives you artifice armor now. I'm not sure on that. I haven't played comp in a while, but I have on outreach. It reduces my melee cooldown when I use my class ability energy. You're going to be phoenix diving a lot. Powerful attraction, so if there's any orbs on the ground while I'm in the air throwing and spamming grenades, as soon as I dive down, I'm gonna pick up all those orbs, boom, get a bunch of my ability energy back for some of the other stuffs, and then we could continue and go on from there. And then utility kickstart to make sure that I get my phoenix dive back. It'll go halfway, so I can keep on doing that and continue healing myself as well as my teammates and providing just overall benefits to everyone else. For my weapons right here, this is the loadout that I'm using specifically for the Legend Onslaught. You could definitely use this in the regular one as well. If you use this one in the regular one, it will pretty much go through it like it's nothing. But in Legend Onslaught, I used Sunshot, as you can see with the gameplay going on in the background. Sunshot is absolutely fantastic during this season. Everyone just started using it. Very, very good. If you don't want to use the Sunshot, you could use something like the Zali's Bane from the King's Fall raid. Is the hand cannon. If you have explosive payload on an incandescent on that specifically, you could use that to substitute the Sunshot, and maybe you could use like something else in the exotic slot. But I use this specifically for boss damage as well as majors. Voice crack. And then I have on the Apex Predator for my heavy, or you could swap this out with the Edge Transit. I know everyone's using that one right now, since that one pretty much destroys bosses like it's nothing. Definitely get yourself a roll of the Envious Assassin bait and switch with the spike nades. With that being said and done, we made it to the end of today's video. If you guys found that build very helpful, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Be on the lookout for some more build videos pretty much right after this one. I'm going to do another Warlock one, so stay tuned for that. Guys, please check out my kick.com/IamSkills. It will be down below in the description. I'm going to start streaming on Kick, so I would very much appreciate if you guys could please go consider giving me a follow on there. Let me know what type of games you guys want to see me play. I'm going to do Destiny, maybe some Call of Duty Warzone or anything else. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care, everybody. Peace out.